Good morning from Potter Island. We are up here, Granite Cedar and I are up here on this island to watch the sunrise. We got up at 4:30 this morning. We've had all morning up here by ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really beautiful and peaceful. Check out our view. Let's give you a quick pan. All down here are the boats. This is where the sun is coming up. Here's the cove or the bay. All right, so we are done with photos and enjoying the sunrise, and we are going to head down the mountain. One thing that's interesting with kids is you can never quite tell what mood they're gonna be in. So when you plan something, you have to be super flexible. And this morning, the baby was still sleeping, so we decided that we would divide and conquer, and Jonathan would stay on the boat with the 2-year-old, just so that we didn't wake him up and have him scream the whole hike. And then I took Granite Cedar, who are 7 and 9, and the 7 and 9-year-old did great. The hike was perfect for them. They didn't complain. They didn't complain about waking up at 4:30 this morning, and so it has been really successful hiking up here with them. One thing to remember is if you are traveling with kids and planning hikes with kids in any events, actually, it's just to be flexible, because sometimes they're not into it, sometimes they don't feel up to it, and forcing something isn't always the best. It's nice. All right, so we made it into the little boat and we are heading back to the big boat. I think we're gonna go get some breakfast, so we'll see you later.
We just got served an amazing breakfast, including banana pancakes, eggs, sausage, granola with fruit, all types of yummy food, and we are gonna dig in. Okay, I'll come to you, man. We are gonna dig in now, enjoy, and then we're off to Pink Sand Beach. So a little bit about life on board the boat in between stops. So each stop, some of them are a little shorter, 15-minute boat ride. Some of them are longer, pushing an hour or two. And I wanted to show you a little bit about what we do, life on board the boat. So right now, for example, Kelly, Forrest, just watching the day go by, the morning, the boats, and so on. And the other kids are just kind of chilling in their rooms. I'll show you that. With a little screen time. Here are the kids now. All right, Cedar's working on Minecraft and Granite's working on Zelda. So, kids' room. Kind of suitcases explode. We harp on them every now and again to clean it up, but ultimately, you know, we don't mind if it keeps them sort of engaged in between stops. Not every stop is like that, just like screen time. But for this one, we're like, hey, yeah, go for it. It's supposed to be 30 minutes, have a little screen time. We also do some online schooling stuff. We use IXL as just an online summer platform for learning. Kelly also has them doing art journals. So they will have a little art time each day where they just sketch and do things like that. But lots of great opportunities for sketching out here, no doubt. All right, well, the first thing once you jump off the boat here is that you can see some Pink Sand Beach. Very clear as to why it's named that. Now, they were telling us that at low tide, all that much more pink is exposed. But at high tide, I mean, for me, at least through these polarized glasses, it's totally a pink sand. And looks great. Paradise, really just beautiful. So we'll stay here for a little bit. There's a couple of vendors up there. It looks like there's a couple of people up there. So maybe we'll swing past those guys. But in the meantime, we're just gonna walk around and check out, see what the Pink Sand Beach is all about. Hello, Pac, how are you?
Are you from?
America.
America? Are
Yeah.
from Komodo Village?
Yeah, next.
Enjoy this.
Yeah, is this your shop?
Sorry?
This is your store? Your shop?
No, this in the village.
Oh, in the village, I see.
from Komodo Village, and this thing here, maybe they come back in the village.
I see. So this is sort of like a satellite to your other store.
This coconut, the
Coffee.
yes. This and the cool.
Yeah.
And the
Nice, Komodo. We're gonna go see
this
those next.
silent souvenir.
I see,
Yeah,
souvenir.
this,
Yeah,
dragon the wood, the bracelet, the original pool.
yeah, beautiful. Very nice.
Yes. fiberglass.
Ah, very pretty. Yeah, I like
This
the
and
colors.
the hibiscus.
I see.
This
I
and the
see.
shell, the flower. Eh?
Ah, yeah. Yeah,
The
hibiscus
flower.
color.
Hibiscus,
I see it. Yep.
This
yep.
and the turtle.
Very pretty. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Pac. It looks nice. All right. So again, you kind of wish I brought my wallet here. Hello. Lots of great shops. Good. I like all your coral. Very pretty.
Do you want coconut?
Not today. Thank you. No, I didn't bring my wallet. I left on the boat. Feel bad. I wish I would have thought to bring it. But yeah, something like that, like buying a coconut. It's so simple. Just didn't bring the wallet. Our boat's out there. Lots of great vendors though. Everyone's got the shade, coconuts, water, chips, coffee, all that available right here. And that is it for Pink Sand Beach. This stop, again, you can justify many hours. Just make sure to bring your bathing suits because this water is pristine. Not a lot of shade though, so suntan lotion. You can get a few things from the vendors. For us, it's back to the boat. On to Komodo Island. All right, welcome to stop number 3 of the day on day 2 of our live aboard with Travas Life. And we are, many of you might recognize this little walkway here. This is the gateway to Komodo Island. We are going to go on the trails to visit the Komodo dragons. We have been pumped up about this for many months now. And we are just getting to the Grand Gate. Now I'm going to tell you what, this Komodo dragon experience I think is going to be so big that I don't want to just squeeze it into this video. So I'm going to break off from this video and basically get a little link and add it up there when it's ready. So we will see you then in the Komodo Island video, and we'll be back in just a second to tell you about our experience. Got it. Okay, so trip to Komodo was great. Again, should be an awesome episode, but now I think it's time to focus on food. So it looks like we've got calamari, fruit plate, nasi rice, some other little maybe fried tofu and tempeh. This is probably cabbage wrapped with rice, and on it goes. All right, party boat next door is playing some music, so I'm gonna shut it off. But lunch, on to our next stop. And this is Manta Point. This is gonna be a big snorkel stop. And the word is there are at least a few manta rays down here. All right, so the guys just spotted 2 manta rays. So we're gonna give our first snorkeling an attempt here. Oh man, that was fantastic. So we saw 2 big mantas floating around.
That was amazing. They're huge.
Man, just the gentle giants just hovering right through the water.
Like
very cool.
butterflies.
Oh yeah, for sure. Huge butterflies. So now we're gonna go down a little further and see what we might find just further down the way. So, all right, we'll find out soon. Welcome to the last stop, and we are here at Kanawa Island. And again, this is another just great beach. Eventually we'll catch a nice sunset. We got your Instagram swing right there, but a beautiful place, no doubt. And you can only imagine what life was like here before the pandemic, because they are certainly established. We'll do a little tour. How's it going, Kelly?
Good.
Good times.
Yeah, the baby's not crying, so.
Yeah, he's really been throwing a rager these last day. Yeah, a couple beaches. So I'm squeezing in the filming while I can. But you can tell here they have the infrastructure, and I'll take a little walk down the path. There's a bunch of villas over there. They have the infrastructure for probably a really large group of people. I mean, I imagine normally this place is quite the spot to catch that sunset, especially that nice jetty back there. But here's the first example. You know, this must have been a restaurant at one point, serving back room, but now it's just kind of sitting empty until hopefully a brighter future awaits. But what's most intriguing to me, and we'll take a walk down both sides, is this overgrown path here. And this leads you to some villas that I imagine somebody used to own or rent. You can see this is actually a pretty nice sidewalk, but right now completely overgrown. I'm not sure if I can even bushwhack back there. Let's take a look. Yeah, okay, so here's, I guess these are the side trails to get back. Man, let's check out this villa. Again, I don't know if it's open or not, but you can tell at one point or another, this is a pretty cool 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6 of these little villas all standing here. Somebody did tell me there's snakes in the grass, so you got to be a little mindful where you're stepping. All right, let's take a look here. Closer look at villa number 12. See what it's all about. Hello, permisi. Seems empty. All right, so again, your day bed, great view of the water. Take a look around the side here. All right, so got your storage. At one point, running water. Cute. Got back here. Oh, the toilet. All right, well, standard looking toilet. I don't see, well, I guess this is meant to be your shower. So you get your little shower, real basic. You know, how much would this rent for? I don't know. It seems like maybe this would be inexpensive. All right, I bet it looks like, let's rust it out. There we go. All right. So inside, looks like somebody's using it. Just cigarette cartons maybe. But either way, you've got bedding, you've got your mosquito netting. Oh, geez. Some cockroaches in there. Yeah. There they go. But one time or another, I imagine this is a beautiful place. And frankly, the bones are still good, I bet. I bet it wouldn't take long once everything clears up. Should we lock the door? Once everything clears up, I bet, you know, it wouldn't be too much of an effort to refurbish these. And again, at least, what do we say, 6, 7? Oh, there's even like a second row back there. So all of these, it'd be awesome to see this when it was like fully in operation. All these paths cleared away. Then on the other side, let's walk over there next. But you can see there, all the little villas are speckled all back through here. I mean, so at least a dozen and a half. Pretty shells kind of lining the path. Here's your old, I guess it'll sit on top kayak that you could probably rent. Yeah, absolutely. Wow. And then now the true treasure. Look at this gem. Shipwreck. Gosh, that is fantastic. Certainly I doubt this was a liveaboard, but I have a hunch this may have been maybe a scuba diving vessel at one point. There's no rooms per se. There are some, maybe bathrooms. Wow. So still tied on. Whew. That is something. All right, should we try to get on the boat? Maybe we should try. Gosh. All right. So certainly a bunch of animal waste there. Yeah, if I had a hunch, I would say this is a scuba boat. All the tanks down here and down here. Looks like there's... it's pretty much stuck. Jeez, I wonder how long this has been here. In the back, I mean, this boat certainly could have held a lot of people. Whew. Wow. And you've got your nice sun deck. Oh, geez, that's just all types of broken. Got your sun deck up here. Well, this was probably quite the party boat at one point. Right now, it just sits. For how long? Who's to say? Wow, there's the controls. Let's see. I don't know if I can get through on the other side or not. Got this big water tank here. All right, I'm gonna give it a try. Let's see if we can get into the cab here. Oh man, it is. Oh, it's locked. That's what it is. All right, fair enough. Bathroom. It's just rusted as well. Clean toilet. All right, good to know. Okay, well, what a ship, huh? Sort of intriguing to see it, but also sad to know what it once was, I'm sure. Okay. Continue the journey around the property here. It looks like it kind of ends, as you can see where the cove, the ocean water just turns in. I imagine the property doesn't go past that. Now these trees, maybe where boats would tie off to. There's a bunch of them in a row. More just the same style cabins. Or bungalows, I guess they are. The sunrise would be beautiful. So far away, those mountains, to catch that sunrise would be, yeah, really special. And we're just opposite the sun, right behind us for the sunset. That looks like that's probably the end of the tour here. A few more. Again, these are all the same style as the others. And here's the end. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this look on this island here. Probably at one point was a marvelous place. Boy, I would certainly have stayed here. Right on the water. But right now it just sits as it does until, well, hopefully something. To come here and to see all of this, to enjoy the sunset we're about to have is really fantastic. And I am very appreciative that we're here at this moment of time in Indonesia.